mornings
with What's Trending.
And this is what's trending right now.
Ontario's official six-pillar plan to fight the second wave has been announced. It's this: maintain strong public health measures, including continued expansion of testing and case contact management. Number 2, quickly identify, manage, and prevent COVID-19 outbreaks. Accelerate efforts to reduce health service backlogs. Prepare for surges in COVID-19 cases. Recruit, retain, train, and support healthcare workers, while also continuing to engage families and caregivers and implement the largest flu immunization campaign in Ontario's history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
So get your damn flu shot, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what they're
You
saying.
better.
They actually are. I mean, they're saying that's the perfect storm, right? There's a flu shot and
Yes.
coronavirus coming together. So
Yep.
it might make sense to get your flu shot.
It's going to be an iffy season because you got cold season, flu season, and you got this happening. So it's going to be a real fun, sexy time for everyone. Horror movie fans are coping with the pandemic better than others. This according to a new study published in the Journal of Personality and Individual Differences. They found that fans of horror movies exhibited greater resilience during the pandemic, and fans of prepper movies like alien invasions, apocalyptic movies, zombie movies exhibited both greater resilience and preparedness. Surprise.
Okay.
Taken together, these results are consistent with the hypothesis that exposure to frightening fictions allow audiences to practice effective coping strategies that can be beneficial in real-world situations. Translation: if you like those movies, you're handling this a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
I always knew that my copy of Independence Day would come in handy. I had it on VHS. I might have worn it out because I love that movie so much.
Me too. Great movie.
And now I feel resilient and strong.
So
Thank you, Will Smith.
Watching movies that make you feel fear will help you cope better living in fear.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I just rather not have any fear.
It's like
How
fear
about-
push-ups.
How about no
Yes.
fear? How about no
I don't think
fear?
that's
Like the
possible.
90s bumper sticker, no fear. Huh?
Well, we can't all live in the land of the Teletubbies.
That's right. That's right.
Hard as we try. Kraft Dinner is launching limited edition pumpkin spice flavor. And no, this isn't a joke. I saw this online yesterday and I made sure it wasn't April Fool's Day. It's not. It's sometime in September. The pumpkin spice KD is coming to Canadians this October and is made with hints of cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and ginger, along with the classic KD powder. A representative for Kraft Dinner said, "We felt it was time to combine the two iconic flavors and create pumpkin spice Kraft Dinner." Did you have to?
I think they're bored. I think everybody's just bored right now. I think everybody's bored.
I'm going to try it.
Are you?
I don't even really like pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try it.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it may work. Think about the cheese
No.
flavor.
No.
I think it might work.
Don't touch cheese.
It's like eating popcorn and cheese. You don't think it's going to work, and then it works.
All right.
Popcorn and cheese.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
All right. Never tried that.
Yeah, made it up just now. That's what's trending on TJ.
All right. So fair enough. I was like, I didn't think I'd heard
Yeah,
of
that's
that.
not a thing.
Now, well, they have that dusty cheese popcorn, right?
Smart food, call
food.
it by its God-given name.
Okay, sorry. Replaying Ghosted in a couple songs here right now. Jason Derulo.
With Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Where is the weirdest placement of one of your tattoos? I will just come out and say I don't have any, but I know that TJ Jax and producer Jesse do. So TJ, what's yours?
I don't have any weird place tattoos.
Just the sleeve?
Yeah, just the sleeve. I have one on the back of my calf. I don't think that's weird, though.
But that's the ship, right?
Yeah, that's my pirate ship.
See, I like that one.
It's because I'm such a huge fan of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jax, what do you have?
I have the half sleeve, which isn't odd, but I have an ankle tattoo, and I also have a stick and poke tattoo on my finger on my right hand.
Okay, so some interesting spots. Their producer Jesse's got one.
I have a tattoo on the inside of my lip.
Uh-huh.
It is a pizza.
It's a pizza
It's a
slice.
little
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
so if we post this later on our video podcast, can you show the video podcast?
Oh no, you can see it. My mouth is open.
Yeah, it's still there.
I remember when you got that done. You were so excited.
It was very cool.
I was very excited.
Now, would any of you ever tattoo your partner's name on your body?
That's a tough one, man.
You're all in relationships? Because I can tell you, as the newly single guy, bad idea. But not that I did it, but I wouldn't do it.
Probably as a joke, yeah.
As a joke,
As a
you
joke?
would.
Yeah, like a.
See, that is not the kind of tattoo joke that I want to make.
No, but like I would
would
probably get somebody's name, but like I'd probably get an initial,
Jesse?
like a joke. Yeah.
Never.
Never.
No.
No.
So I wouldn't do a name, but I would do something that was like representative of us, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's nice. At
Yeah.
least you can pass it off for something
Yeah.
else
Yeah.
too later on if you
Yeah.
needed to.
Exactly.
So Hilary Duff and her husband thought it would be hilarious to have her name put on his body, but he tattooed it on his left cheek. on his bum.
See, I think that's funny.
I think that is funny too.
Yeah, it's a good
Like that's trolling. I like that.
It's actually too like the way it's written. It's all in cursive writing, which they don't
that's
teach in
funny.
schools anymore. And then it's got like a nice little fade in the background too. Like it's a little pink thing.
Yeah.
So it's almost it's like glittery.
Yeah, it's like Microsoft Word, like one of those like pink fonts.
Yeah.
A buddy I play hockey with wanted to get a tattoo, and his wife told him no, he's not allowed. So one night he went out and he got a tattoo on his butt cheek, and it said, "Don't be mad." So he has a tattoo on his butt that says, "Don't be mad." His name is Andrew. He's a beauty.
Is he
And
still in the relationship?
They are still married. Somehow.
Wow. She said you can't get one. Good.
Yeah.
Good. A spite tattoo. I respect it.
It's 99.9 Virgin Radio. Was she mad?
She wasn't thrilled.
Brand new Lamborghini.
Pink robot named Jeffrey with a G rolling around the city of Toronto delivering food. This sounds like a robot we can all trust. Jeffrey is a part of a project called Tiny Mile that was started by engineers at Ryerson's Design Fabrication Zone, which is looking to change up the way restaurants deliver food. It was named after computer scientist Jeffrey, the godfather of machine learning Hinton, which is a long name to have on your birth certificate. The robot Jeffrey has been turning heads in downtown Toronto the past few months. You might have been seeing them bopping around.
It's pretty cool. And they're saying that drone delivery is going to become more of a thing in the future, right? It'll be a lot easier. Things will happen a lot faster. And isn't it with these Jeffrey robots that they can't be unlocked, they can't be knocked over? Like they're pretty
safe.
they're like bulletproof. So if somebody decides, I'm going to try to break in and get someone's food, they literally can't do it.
That
which is cool.
also means that they can turn on you.
Again, if they become self-aware, the Jeffreys are just going to take
Jax,
over.
It's going to happen. So
No,
like, why
listen to
worry?
me.
Just let it happen.
I'm just getting used to Amazon Prime. Okay, give me some time. And I don't know. I love tawny things, but I don't like this one bit.
Step 1, Jeffrey. Step 2, Terminator.
True.
Stop it.
A study says taking one awe-inspiring walk a week will improve your mood. That's out of the University of California at San Francisco and Trinity College Dublin. They found that the regular dose of awe works wonders for people's mental health and helps them smile more and shift focus from the problems of the natural world. So according to the research, older adults who took 15-minute awe walks for 8 weeks reported increased positive emotions like compassion, gratitude, and less distress in their day-to-day. This was compared to adults who took regular walks who are not seeking out awe. So you have to imagine that if you want this to work, you have to go out and be like present, which is difficult.
Like put your phone down?
Put your phone down. Ooh. My therapist says when you go for a walk, you should actually leave your phone at home.
Yeah.
And then just so then you can take in the sounds and nature and the wind and you can acknowledge everything. And I say, well, what if I go missing?
There's
You
that.
walk around King West. Like nobody's going to take you.
Let me throw this out. How will anyone know you went for a walk if you didn't post a picture?
Stop
Exactly.
it. Stop it.
I'm just saying.
It didn't really, and it doesn't count your steps, so it's like, what's the point?
Exactly.
Yeah. The beer store is donating $2.3 million from empty cans to food banks and hospitals. You might remember that at the beginning of the pandemic, the beer store announced it would be giving donations to local food banks and hospitals. They're coming through. They've raised from the empty can, the empty can returns, and it's going directly to support 160 plus local hospitals and food banks across Ontario.
Amazing.
Great news.
So good job, guys. We did it.
I drank beer this summer too,
Yeah.
so I contributed.
Does that mean that we're charitable?
I think it does.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
good for us. We're humanitarians.
Look at you two go.
Yeah,
Wow.
we did it.
Wow.
That's what's trending. I'm TJ.
Thank you, TJ. Just a couple songs from right now. It's going to be Destroy Your Debt Time. So what would you do with $100,000? Your keyword is up at 7.
Adam Wylde, TJ and Jax.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
So you got 3 minutes left to hook yourself up with $100,000 with Destroy Your Debt, okay? So here's the deal. It's DORM. You text that word DORM, DORM, and then your name to 99999. DORM first, your name second, all in one text message. Now, when you do win this $100,000, what are you going to do with it? And you might say, well, I got bills and a mortgage. But what about stopping in a Gucci, picking yourself up some Gucci overalls?
Sure.
And you're saying,
why not?
Gucci overalls? Who knew? Who knew that Gucci would sell overalls? And TJ's already on board for this. That's good. Jax, you're looking a little bit off.
I have two things. First of all, I'm out here trying to even find good Carhartts. And second of all, I don't even know where Gucci is in this city.
I don't either, actually. Is there one in Yorkdale or something? There's one in Yorkdale, says
Yorkdale?
producer Jesse.
I know where they all are.
Of course,
so.
of course, Jesse knows that. There's got to be one in like Yorkville too, I'm sure.
Is there one in Yorkville?
He doesn't. Yes, there's one in Yorkville as well. Okay, well there you go.
All
there,
the Yorks.
there we go. We
Yeah.
just hooked you up with
Okay.
with your Gucci thing, so you can go find this. $1,400 for these Gucci overalls. Now the thing is, they are special.
With
They have a grass-stained effect
Shush.
to them,
Love it.
meaning that the legs have a tint of green. Now, it's not like a normal grass stain. It's a Gucci grass stain, so it's better.
So you don't even have to mow the lawn for it to look like you mowed the lawn?
That's right. Oh, if you're spending
has a lawn?
if you're spending $1,400 US, which is gonna be like 2,000 Canadian,
Yeah.
you don't mow the lawn. You're not the mowing the lawn category of
Yeah.
income.
Yeah.
I don't think at that point.
I'll be honest, I know myself and a lot of people listening right now have, gone out and spent an extra couple bucks on pre-ripped jeans. But like that's another
did.
level. That's another level.
It is now. Yeah, that's like when it's like $200 or $300, and you're like, these. I'm gonna have these jeans forever.
Yeah.
Now, I want to read you the thing on the website about it. Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right. This denim overall is crafted from organic cotton and specifically treated for a stained-like, distressed effect. It debuted on the runway as part of the grunge-inspired collection back in January, and it is now available in stores and online. So people saw this in January, but it has not been available, much like a movie. You saw it at like the film festival.
Yeah, see the
for Gucci.
previews first.
Now you get the main feature.
Yeah.
And they are not real grass stains for anybody checking.
Well, good, because those would probably wash out, right?
Yeah, they probably
you're
actually
paying that much
would.
money. You don't want them.
Can you imagine?
They need to be permanent.
You spend that much money on them and they wash out?
They're like, well,
Damn.
the permanent ones are $2,000.
Damn Tide.
99.9 Virgin Radio.
You probably think that you are
Person. Virgin Mornings wants to know,
Like all the way through to your core.
am I a bad person?
Good person or bad person? You make the decision through your calls at 416-872-9999. Your text at 99999. Producer Jesse. This email is wow. And we've only heard one sentence of it. Jesse, go ahead.
Fake name Hannah says, my sister and her husband hired a babysitter earlier this month because my sister's office just opened back up and their young child is still at home virtual learning. Her husband also works from home but can't keep an eye on the child the entire time because obviously he has to work. I met their nanny for the first time last week and she is stunning. Young, attractive, and an Instagram model, quote unquote, on the side. Now here's where I got in trouble. I suggested to my sister that maybe she should be careful that her very handsome husband will be around a very attractive young nanny all day long. It did not go well. She blew up at me, and now we're not talking. Am I a bad person for simply laying out the facts?
Oh dear. Okay. Jesse,
I'm most curious to hear where Jax is going to fall on this one.
do I think that she is a bad person for not minding her own business, for instigating her sister, for assuming? Yes, I do. I think she's a bad person. Like, let people be. Also, this isn't a Ryan Phillippe script. Like, that's not what's going to happen here. Jude Law's not here, okay?
What movie are you talking about?
Okay, listen.
Is that Shrek? Is that Cruel Intentions? Or
Is that-
what-
no.
Oh, he cheated with the nanny, and Jude Law cheated with the nanny, and Gavin Rossdale cheated with the nanny, and I get.
So
it's a
what
thing
I'm-
that happens.
Yeah,
So
what I'm saying
on
is,
that point, though,
yeah,
you
no.
could say I just named 3 celebrities right
Yes.
there off the top of my head who did it.
But why not? Why not hope for better? Why not think for better? Especially for your sister. Don't get your sister going saying, "Oh, your husband's going to cheat
Let
on
me
you
ask
with
you
the
something,
nanny."
TJ.
Bad person,
TJ.
and you know it too, producer
TJ.
Jesse.
I don't think anywhere in there did she say, "I don't hope for better."
I think you're asking the wrong person for support on this, man. I'm with Jax.
Whoa!
Yeah, thank
bad
you.
person.
Oh, man.
If you know your sister is
Yeah.
an anxiety bucket, don't fill the bucket with more anxiety juice. You know?
The pandy nanny doesn't like
Those
come on.
thoughts do favors to nobody.
Here's the
Mind your business, keep them to yourself.
Now,
In my bit of world, I'm Adam Wylde. Yeah.
all I'm going to say here is sending a kind warning
It's no.
is not necessarily. Sometimes as a sister, you got to say some stuff that it makes you unpopular.
It says
That's what sisters do.
It says the only child male in the room. You know what I mean?
And I have never cheated on anyone, and I'm
true,
saying this.
It's true. But
I've been cheated on. I've never cheated on anyone.
No, hope for better, honey. Come
I
on.
do hope for better. I'm hoping for better. But I also, as her sister would say, hey, just throwing this out there. I don't think there's anything wrong with just saying that.
No.
A text just came in from the 647. She's a good person. Obviously, TJ and Jax don't watch porn.
No, it doesn't. Oh my God, it does. It does. Stop it.
Thank you. Where's that text from? 647? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now,
No.
all right, here's the deal. 416-872-9999. 999 to text. She wasn't saying they were cheating. She's saying,
Adam.
heads up.
Adam.
She's gorgeous and so is he.
Adam.
Sometimes gorgeous people like to hook up. I don't know. Human nature. Jonas Brothers, Virgin Radio.
You're such a bad person.
Virgin Mornings wants to know,
Like all the way through to your core.
am I a bad person?
Is it wrong to give your sister the heads up when there's someone attractive in her house and it's not her? Just throwing it out there. Producer Jesse, you want to give us the recap of the email?
Yeah, Hannah's.
Oh, hang on. Let me turn on your microphone. Now you can do it.
All right. Hannah's sister and her husband hired a very attractive babysitter, and Hannah made the suggestion to her sister that maybe it's not the best idea that her handsome husband be hanging out with a hot nanny all day.
Now, Jackson and TJ are fairly stating that why have the conversation, right?
Yeah, bad
not a
person.
bad. You're a bad person for stirring it up.
Poking a bear.
And all I'm saying is, what's the problem with having the conversation? Now, we got Amanda on the phone. Amanda, are you a sister?
I am absolutely a sister. Yeah, I'm a younger sister.
Okay. What would you have done?
Okay, so I'm also a nanny, and I have been for about 4 or 5 years, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I would like to say I'm a decently cute person.
Yeah, babe.
And did you say, do I get paid?
No,
No, I didn't. I said, yeah, babe.
I hope you get paid.
She's like, I hope so.
Damn, okay.
So, from my nanny point of view, it's almost offensive. Like, we're not porn stars in real life,
Yes,
you know?
right.
And it's like not every single, I hate the idea that just because, someone's a cute person, that means every single person wants to sleep with them.
No,
Like,
and-
this is a married
Here on
man
Love Island.
with a girlfriend.
No, and I-
Yeah, we're not on Love Island babysitting their kids.
And I agree, because not all men are cheating pigs either.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Exactly,
So it's,
very much so.
So all I am saying is, what is the problem with having the conversation? Just saying, hey, heads up, I'm just noticing something. What's wrong with that? Maybe the sister could have wrapped a nicer bow on it, but at the end of the
Yeah.
day, is there anything wrong? What makes her a bad person for just saying, hey, that's a pretty attractive woman that's hanging in your house every day?
No.
I don't see the problem.
Low hanging fruit. No.
Yeah, if anyone were to say it to the wife, it would be the sister, only because, as you said, sometimes sisters have to take one for the team,
No.
because they can and because they'll always be loved by their sister. But unfortunately, they kind of had a falling out, didn't they?
Okay. You wrapped a very pretty bow on it.
Listen, I hate to say this, guys, but I think we're in agreement with me here.
I have a feeling that you're wrong, so we should hang up the phone now. I hope that you have a good day, girl.
Hey, you're amazing. Thanks so
call
much for your
all
call.
the time. You're awesome.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You're such a bad person.
Virgin Mornings wants to know,
Like all the way through to your core.
am I a bad person?
Time for the results after a quick last call and a couple texts. Jesse, please give us the recap one more time.
Hannah's sister hired a very attractive babysitter. Hannah made the suggestion to her sister that maybe it's not the best idea to have her handsome husband hang around all day with a hot nanny.
Do you think she's a bad person?
Totally a bad person.
Yes.
I actually really don't like the name of this segment because I don't like calling people a bad person on one decision.
Right.
But in this case, I'm a sister. I would never have said this to my sister, and her first marriage was a fail because of cheating. I think that you could say something closer to, hey, isn't she cute? And just kind of put it out there.
You're trying to inception them?
What?
That's just passive. That's just passive.
Yeah, I love it.
I was feeling a bit insecure about my viewpoint there, and now I don't.
No, I'm with you.
Here's the thing. If you're saying, hey, your nanny is super cute and your husband is super attractive, no matter what way you say it, it's going to be in the back of your sister's head now.
But you're still saying, say something.
Yeah, no.
You don't have. I personally would not say anything. I'm
Okay.
saying
Good.
if she was going to say something, she definitely could have said it nicer.
TJ, the texts are pretty split on this. What do you got?
Yeah, I got two for you. One from the 416. She's not a bad person. Personally, I wouldn't have hired a hot nanny, though. I'd want someone like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Your ex-husband? That's what Mrs. Doubtfire was, is the ex-husband.
I, too, have seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
You've never seen
Mrs. Doubtfire?
TJ.
TJ?
It's so good.
I know. You have to tell me. I've seen it a bunch.
It's
I love it.
Robin Williams at his best.
For the 905, obviously the wife was involved in the nanny selection process. If she thought it was going to be a problem, the nanny would not have been hired. Perhaps the sister is a bit jealous of her sister's
Okay.
hot husband.
We're going deep here.
I didn't even hear any of that. I can't get over the fact that he's never seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, I'm still.
I've seen
upset.
Good Will Hunting. That counts.
No,
No, that's not the same movie at all.
A little different.
What about Flubber?
Way worse. Producer Jesse, can
Yes.
you hit us with the results, please?
68% of people are saying bad person.
Yes! Yes, Adam, that's like 17 weeks in a row that we've been right.
So you're cheering for somebody to be a bad person, Jax.
I'm cheering.
Does that make you a bad person?
I'm cheering for people to be kinder to each other and not to instigate fear and anxiety.
Guys, could you just keep it down? I'm trying to book Adam a hotel in Wrongville.
It's coming up.
More of Toronto right now.
Ontario released its official 6-pillar plan to fight the second wave of the pandemic. The full plan is this. Maintain strong public health measures, including continued expansion of testing, case contact management, quickly identifying, managing, and preventing COVID-19 outbreaks, accelerate efforts to reduce health service backlogs, prepare for surges in COVID-19 cases, recruit, retain, train, and support healthcare workers while continuing to engage families and caregivers, and implement the largest flu immunization Thank you. Campaign in Ontario's history. Despite my trouble with that word, it actually sounds like a pretty good plan.
Well, it's the perfect storm they're talking about, right? It's flu and COVID coming together, and they're asking everybody to be responsible, get your flu shot, because the thing is, the flu hospitalizes a lot of people every year, and if we can avoid that, then we can save more room and ventilators and beds for people that have COVID, which we can't really prevent other than social distancing.
Yeah, it's essential, guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of the pandy, horror movie fans are coping better with the pandemic. This is according to a new study published in the Journal of Personality and Individual Differences, and they found that fans of horror films, exhibited greater resilience during the pandemic, and fans of prepper movies like alien invasions, apocalyptic movies, or zombie movies exhibited both greater resilience and preparedness. So they say combining these two mean that these groups of people who like these movies had a better preparedness and coping strategies for the pandemic.
Okay.
So go watch Saw and you'll feel better, I guess.
Independence Day.
Ooh.
I'm going to go watch Runaway Bride and live in fear. Okay.
Hey, speaking of fear, Kraft Dinner is launching limited edition pumpkin spice flavors. And no, we're not joking. This is not an April Fool's joke. In September, Pumpkin Spice Kraft Dinner is coming to Canadian stores in October. It's made with hints of cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and ginger, along with the classic KD cheese powder. A representative from KD said, "We felt it was time to combine these two iconic flavors and create Pumpkin Spice KD." I guess this is something we've all been clamoring for.
Is there a chance this tastes good? Because I feel
5%.
like a little bit of sweet and is cheese savory? Sweet and savory can go together, right?
Yeah. I just think if it's not, just put some salt on it, call it a day.
Yeah.
You know what? Live, laugh, learn.
Butter. Butter will solve that too.
More cheese.
Love
This ends this edition of The Cooking Show on Virgin Mornings. I'm TJ.
We have a code word for you. Excuse me, a keyword. And it is for Destroy Your Dead. And that is for $100,000. If you're interested, we just need you to listen to Harry Styles first, and then we'll give it to you.
Tastes like strawberries.
99.9 Virgin Radio.
We do these things called rankings sometimes on the show, and we will be doing one a little bit later this hour. But I'm feeling like we need to rank the seasons eventually here.
Ooh, okay.
And I feel like fall's going to win, which is weird, because I would totally pick summer as my number one.
Any room for spring? Beep, beep.
Spring's fine.
No, spring is just okay.
Yeah, like there's hope at the, listen, it's...
What?
There's hope at the thing, like, you know, but it's sort of, spring is sort of like, it disappoints you a lot.
It does.
Right? Especially in Canada. Spring in Canada is like disappointing a lot. It's like, oh my God, it's 25 degrees and then it's snowing this week.
No.
It's like New Year's.
You're thawing out.
Right.
You're smelling the flowers.
So, before we get too deep into that, because I want to save that for later, I didn't expect a conversation on that.
Wow.
Fall tends to be the one that people rave about the most.
Yeah.
And so you're sort of looking at this fall with the pandemic going on, like, can I even go to like Chudley's farm? Like, what can I do? Toronto is getting a pumpkin festival. And you're saying to yourself, hey, does it have wood fires and barbecue and hay bales and pumpkins?
And somebody with a pumpkin on their head dancing and trying to scare you?
Doesn't have that, but it has the other things. So this October, Fall in Leaves with the N is it's basically going to be put on by the same people that put up the Kiss Me and El Mercado stuff before in the summertime. Basically, they're going to give you some margaritas.
Oh.
And they're going to give you dishes that kind of go along with things like pumpkin flavored things, and you can basically go and hang out, and there are 7,000 hanging leaves and 5,000 pounds of hay coming to Toronto.
Adam?
Yep.
When you've made the sale, stop selling.
What do you mean?
Yeah, had me at margaritas.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. You're right. Fair.
I'm in.
Fall margaritas, though. Interesting.
I find it funny because you guys are so excited about this and you had such trouble wrapping your heads around apple farms just a couple weeks ago, huh?
Different.
Huh? No,
Very different.
It's
Much
literally
different.
not
It's
different.
different.
Totally different.
No.
By the way, keyword, you got 2 words to get, or 2 minutes to get it in. Harry. Harry as in the person.
Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop.
3, 2, 1.
Virgin Mornings rankings.
And today, in honor of Laser Quest, which gave us so many incredible memories. Laser Quest, unfortunately, has gone under.
Rest
They're
well.
closing all locations. It's a real shame. It was the best.
It's best going as a grown-up, too.
It was great going as a grown-up. It was amazing.
Makes you feel alive.
So Laser Quest has gone under, so we've lost Laser Quest, and it made us think about the best places to have a birthday party growing up, okay? So we're going to go through the top 3. We got a bunch of texts coming in, including one from Allison, McDonald's party playroom,
Yes!
the sleepover party at someone's house, which was always great, and then a bowling rock party, the Rock and Bowl, where where they turn the lights down and the balls would glow in the dark.
Cosmic bowling.
Yes!
Yeah.
So cool. Did they have that in Halifax?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, bowling's not there yet.
All right, let's start at number 3 with Jax.
Number 3.
All right, gentlemen. We just said McDonald's, but what about Burger King? Have you ever had a party at Burger King?
No.
No, I had.
You can have a party at Burger King?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
At least like back in the late 80s, early 90s. Producer Jesse's nodding. Yeah, and there was like this same woman who hosted the ones back in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and she was, I mean, she's long gone, but she was such a trusty old gal. I loved her. I know that got dark. It always does.
It does.
All right. TJ?
Number 3 for me, when someone would rent out the party room at the movie theaters.
I love that.
You get delicious pizza, delicious treats, maybe some soda if you're feeling wild. Plus, you're treated like a VIP at the movie theater as a kid. You feel like a baller.
Oh,
It's the
man.
best.
You know, the other thing I loved is the fact that like the plates would always be like Toy Story.
Yeah.
So you'd have like a matching Buzz and Woody napkin and plate. That was important.
I was like, I'm 17.
My number 3 is one that I know our producer hates. Guys, Chucky flippin' cheese,
Yep.
baby. Let's go. Don't tell me those animatronic dancing animals didn't get you crazy back in the day. Am I right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Producer Jesse you're upset about this pick.
If you liked Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, you didn't care about your family's well-being.
Wow.
The tickets to play the games were like $80, and you got like 50 tickets, and then they gave you a comb. It was too expensive for what it was.
I got an eraser and I used it, and it was green.
And how much did that cost?
A lot, I'm sure. A lot.
Jesse,
But
you love arcade gambling. I've seen it, and you're addicted to it. I've
don't.
seen it.
Also, that Jurassic Park game where you got on the truck and it
it
switched
shook
back
you?
and forth. Oh, it's amazing. Jax.
Number 2.
Oh, you guys ready for a swim? We're heading to the pool.
What?
Okay,
Whose
so-
pool?
Like the public pool.
Any pool.
Oh my God,
Like a wave pool. So at least like when I was growing up, they had like a party room, and everybody. Shush! What?
Is a public pool in Nova Scotia just the ocean?
No. Oh, shut up. That was really funny, but I won't give you that. No, like the sports flex where I grew up, they had a party room, and then you'd have your pizza, and you'd exchange your presents, and you have your pop and stuff, but then you have to wait to eat. Which in hindsight, why didn't we just swim before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
That's usually the right thing to do with children, too, because it goes really well when kids eat and then go swimming directly afterwards.
Maybe it was the other way.
TJ?
We mentioned it in memoriam today, but Laser Quest makes my list at number 2. How could you not love Laser Quest? Birthday parties were rad. They had that small arcade in the front before you went in the back, but before all that, you got to give your name, and you could be very silly.
What was your name?
I can't remember.
I was always Maverick because I watched
Maverick's
Top
a
Gun.
good one.
Maverick was my nickname.
Mine was like Gunner or something.
Oh, sick.
And then I would kneel, even though you're not allowed to kneel. I remember one kid came around the corner. He's like, "You're not allowed to kneel." And I said, "Well, I am." And I showed him. Came in last that game.
I'm going to match you, TJ. Laser Quest is
Yes.
also my
Really?
number 2. And here was the thing about Laser Quest that I loved. Because
Boys being boys.
No, it wasn't just boys being boys. It was important. Whoa, I don't know what's happened here. It's also important that you know that there would be girls at the party.
I know,
and if you
I
liked a girl, your job was to protect her in the dark. And you might even brush shoulders once or twice. That was crazy.
Why
back
were your
in the day.
parties filled with sexual tension?
Listen,
I don't
Like
get
how
it.
old
I
were you?
liked girls, okay? From a very young age.
Number 1.
Mini putt.
What color ball were you? What color ball would you
I was
pick?
always orange. Orange is my
Orange
favorite
ball.
color.
Yeah, okay.
And you do a little putt, and then you have burgers after. And then your crush Tyler Mott would be there, and he didn't want you.
See, there was sexual
Yeah.
tension in hers too. It's not even sexual. It's just
tension.
holding hands. Just
I
tension.
mean, it was sexual until I figured out another way.
Okay.
You know? Okay.
Which was?
Dating women.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, putt, baby, putt.
You know, I wasn't expecting that answer, TJ. Go ahead.
It's not even the discussion. The McDonald's play place.
Really? No.
Yeah, man. The nightclub of child birthdays. You get to eat delicious nuggets. You rip around with your friends through the tubes and have the absolute time of your life until, of course, one of your friends throws up in the ball pit and then you guys get kicked out. But up until that point, nothing but good times.
A nice nosebleed at the party.
I'm going to throw a complete curveball at you guys for a birthday party, okay?
Yeah.
Because this is one that people didn't even know existed. There was a deal back in the day at Sergeant Splatter's for paintball. And it is the best birthday I've ever had. So my
paintball's
mom,
dangerous.
my mom gets dressed up in the overalls and the mask
She
and stuff
does
too.
not. She
yeah,
does not.
and a whole bunch of other parents did as well. So I remember I pegged my friend Nick's dad. I feel so bad. Pegged him right in the head, just above the thing, and it gave him a welt. The first thing they tell you to do is not to fire around a corner or over top without popping your head up.
Yeah,
because it's not smart to do that.
Yeah.
So of course my mom, that's the first thing she does. She's like literally taking the gun and shooting it out the window. And then
What a badass.
I know.
Marilyn
And then
Dennis,
and then
all
they're
right.
like, "Hey, don't go up on the second floor for this particular round because there are two floors oftentimes." And my mom's up there picking people off like a sniper. and then afterwards they're like, "Marilyn, you're not supposed to do that." And she's like, "I don't play by the rules."
No shit.
I'm not kidding.
It awoke something in her.
I did. Fierce competitor.
I would
Fierce
love,
competitor.
I'd love to shoot you with a paintball now that I'm
We should go
thinking about it.
paintballing.
All right.
You can be socially distanced paintballing, I think,
true.
can't you?
Can Marilyn come?
Producer Jesse, you have something
I
to say.
had my 23rd birthday at paintballing, and Adam Wylde was invited. Jax was there.
I was there.
And Adam didn't show up.
True, you didn't show up. That was years ago. You can come. What?
I missed a lot of stuff. I don't know why.
Explain yourself.
I don't have a good excuse because, frankly, Jesse, I can't even remember you inviting me. So I'm a bad friend. All right, now give us yours. Top 3 birthday party places. It's stunning. Virgin Radio.
Virgin Mornings rankings.
In honor of us losing Laser Quest, we decided rankings, the top 3 places that you could have a birthday party growing up. Now, Jax grew up in an area that did not have Laser Quest. It's known
Yes,
as
I never said that.
Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
We had laser tag.
You had Laser Tag. You did not have Laser Quest.
Okay,
and actually, tell the
different.
story about your uncle because this is interesting.
Well, my uncle actually.
It's a dark story.
Oh, no, it's not dark. My uncle Tim, he brought laser tag. He was one of the founders of like laser tag or laser maze, it was called. Brought it to Canada back in the late 80s.
Laser Maze.
Laser maze.
Okay.
So he brought it from California into Canada. So he was one of the first people to bring it there.
That's cool.
Made a ton of money, invested it, lost it all. You know, as she goes.
How is that not a dark
But he's like, he came
he's
back.
rich again. Yeah, he came back. He brought it back.
Man, that's the thing with rich people is
Yeah.
like they're always like, yeah, like several times I've declared bankruptcy,
Yeah.
but they just know how to make money.
He was smart as hell, though. It's like getting into laser
Yeah.
tag late 80s, like smart cookie.
So smart cookie. Now let's get to some of the text messages we have there, TJ.
Text for the 905. Palladium was always the place to go as a kid. I have to disagree with that because I went to Palladium once as a child and I rode the roller coaster simulator and I threw up. So just to kind of give you a glimpse into exactly how lame I am, I can't even go on a simulated roller coaster.
Brave
without
little
being
toaster
sick.
over here.
Yeah.
There you go.
One for the 905. Choo Choo Charlie's in St. Catharines. I've never heard of that.
Oh, I've heard of it. It's apparently awesome.
What is
Yeah.
it?
It's just like it's a like little amusement inside a
Is
amusement
it?
park, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong
Haven't
on
been.
that.
I wish
Maybe
you
it's worth a Google. Somebody Google it while I read the next one.
Choo Choo Charlie's?
I'm going on.
Another text of the 905. My ranking. Number 3, Arizona Jumping Castle Park in Oshawa. Number 2, Kids Zone Family Zone Center in Whitby. And Neb's Fun World Bowling and Go-Karts in Oshawa. I like when they combine things. Where they're like bowling and go-karts.
Right. Yeah. Well, because usually you got to have a couple things going on.
Yeah. Another one from the 647. Back in the day, wheelies. Adam, you were
Dude.
really excited about wheelies.
Dude, wheelies. Okay, so I'm from Port Union and Lawrence, like right at the edge of Scarborough and Pickering. Wheelies was major. If you got people out on a Friday night at Wheelies, mostly girls, like this is
Like,
this
all
could be
you
a big
get-
friend.
all-
Dude, what do you think teenage boys care about?
It's true.
Meaning girls
guess
talking to
so.
girls. And guess what I would do? I would show up at Wheelies and I wouldn't talk to any of them because I was too damn nervous.
I'm 12, want to talk?
Exactly.
Hey,
I got a
Bob
mushroom
Jovi
cup.
here.
I know. I know. That's bad.
Last text here from the 416. Michael's craft place.
Oh, I heard Michael's throws ragers. Yeah.
Michael's
yeah.
like where you get your...
Yeah, it's like a craft. So like, and I think that they have like different packages, so you can like choose like the craft experience that you want. Yeah, it like you can like do like painting, and also like there's side note. I'm excited now, but like pottery parties are cool too.
Okay, so here's just in the room, just so we know. Michael's store is great. I go there for Christmas stuff every year. Please never throw me a Michael's Craft Christmas party. I cannot stand craft. No.
We better get to planning.
Music.
This is Selena Gomez.
There's a tiny pink robot named Jeffrey rolling around the streets of Toronto delivering food. Jeffrey, with a G, is a part of a project called Tiny Mile that was started by engineers at Ryerson's Design Fabrication Zone, which is looking to change up the way that restaurants deliver food. So you're going to see this little robot bopping around, and apparently it's like super protected, like you can't break them open and steal the food, which if you were thinking about doing that, you're a jerk. But secondly...
Oh, it's Toronto. Somebody's doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know one thing that I love?
Robots?
Nope. Tiny things.
You do love tiny things.
And this is something I do not enjoy. A tiny robot.
Jax could get one of these and ride it to work.
Oh my gosh, you should. Oh, it would be adorable. You put a little saddle on it.
Yeah. You'd call him...
Don't interest me with things that I enjoy.
Call him Sir Wheels or something like that, like a horse name.
You know I don't trust robots.
Even better, put your tiny little Pomeranian, Reggie, on.
You leave us alone. You leave my family alone.
I love it.
A study says taking one awe-inspiring walk a week will improve your mood. This from from Trinity College in Dublin and the University of California at San Francisco. So they found that adults who took 15-minute all weeks for 8 weeks reported increased positive emotions such as compassion, gratitude, and less distress in their day-to-day lives. And you might think to yourself, well, I take a lot of walks. They have to be awe-seeking walks. It's not just a regular walk. You have to be willing to go out in nature and let nature just surprise you with its existence. It's a little bizarre. I know my therapist is big on that. Like, they were saying, leave your phone at home and like just walk out of the house. I'm like, what? No, I'm not doing that.
When you go on your daily walks to Metro across the parking lot in Liberty Village, do you feel awe-inspired?
I do. When I see the extra shopping carts, I'm like,
What is with that Liberty Village Metro and how well people are dressed there?
Okay, so I've been living in Liberty for 2 months, and Liberty Village, if you don't know, is filled with like young, beautiful people, and it's like a fashion show everywhere you go.
It is.
I walk around in like a t-shirt and like sweatpants or like my Lululemon pants, and like people look at me like I'm trash.
Dude, if you were wearing that at Queen and Coxwell, where I live, that's like literally that's a tuxedo there. So honestly,
keep going west, boys. It only gets hotter.
East End's where it's at.
Hotter.
Shout out the East End.
And shout out the beer store who are donating $2.3 million from empty cans to food banks and hospitals. At the beginning of the pandemic, they did announce that they would be doing this. So because of all of our drinking over the past few months, they're able to directly support 160 plus local hospitals and food banks across Ontario, which is fantastic news. And, you know, shout out to us for being so charitable.
Yeah.
And that's what's trending on TJ.
You know, our drinking led to something good, Jax. So thank you. Thank you, Jax, for not judging us.
I mean, I'm not here to judge you guys, except for when I want to.
Which is usually often.
Yeah,
Robin is up next. She will have a keyword for you at 10 o'clock this morning. So it's just over an hour from right now, which will hook you up with Destroy Your Debt. Now it's your turn, Drake.